everyone, welcome to the Mario Superstar Baseball Club New Paltz edition, except we're not in New Paltz, we're on Long Island. This is meetup number 3. Can I get a let's go?
Let's go!
Today we have Andrew on the left and Eric on the right. Eric has come from 3 houses down because we're at Andrew's house and Eric is his neighbor. Now, we don't have as many people as were expected for today, as I have a note on my phone that confirmed 8 people coming last week. But in light of the COVID-19 virus going on, a lot of people decided not to travel, which makes a lot of fucking sense, so that's all right. But with us here today, I said Andrew on the left, Eric on the right, so that's pretty cool. I'm Nick Ball. And on the mic with me, we got Dennis.
Dennis Schumar 11.
We got Dennis Schumar 11. Look him up on YouTube. Like and subscribe. His recording setup's crazy. And in the background over there, we got Maddie B. Raps. Yeah, we have one of Dennis's friends, Matt,
In the basement club league.
In the Long Island Basement Club League, which
Reigning champion.
Yeah, is that true?
No.
I mean, Dennis beats our ass usually. So like, if there are people who are beating Dennis's ass, I'm out.
We take games off each other very, very frequently. So, very good games.
Nerve-wracking. Well, we have less people here today, so we'll get more games in with each other, which is pretty cool. But yeah, even though we're living in a post-apocalyptic society, or a maybe just. I guess it's everyone bought the toilet paper, so there's no more comfortable dumps left to have on this son of a bitch of an earth. But yeah, we're on our way. So Andrew is building a pretty dastardly infield, and Eric clearly has not watched any of our videos because he
picked the Bowser Boomerang.
And then he picked Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Did you not notice that?
I noticed. He clearly hasn't watched any of my videos.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry isn't gonna snag all those home runs.
Ooh.
He's actually not really hitting any home runs necessarily on the left there. I don't know if you wound up seeing Dennis, but I got that clean home run with Wario last week against Andrew. Did you see that game?
I did.
That was like a 3-run homer, and I think I won by 4, but like still, that home run just like I think solidified it. But like I was impressed. I don't usually hit home runs with Wario.
I don't either. Wario, Maddie and I, we did the paper draft, and I got Wario pretty late, and I ended up hitting a home run with Wario randomly. It was just power swing. It was an 0-2 count, no one on base, power swing with Wario, and his home run just soared through left field.
Yeah, that's exactly where mine went too. And yeah, I mean Wario's been trending up the entire season. But just seeing stuff like that, you gotta ask yourself: is it a fluke or is it real? Is this like actually a thing that happens?
I would definitely put him over power-wise. Everyone other than DK, King Boo, Boomer, Petey, and Bowser. Everyone else, I think he's above power-wise. My only problem with Wario power swinging is the pop-up, kind of like Pink Menace. Because if you don't hit it right, it's a pop-up. But Wario defensively, I think, is something that we should always value. And with the rare home run, and the star hit, because the star hit is 50-50. But I think Wario trending up is the right move.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Wario, honestly, we were doing it a couple weeks ago. We did it a little bit at the last meetup, picking Wario captain. Even though Birdo is very good, like, okay, so I'm typically picking Birdo captain. I'm pretty off the Bowser train as my captain, at least, because, I mean, although that, like, single every time is good because he gets walked so often, it's just, like, I'm picking a player who's not really defensive and just gets a single every time.
Right.
If I wanted, like... I already have slots like that. Like, who does that for me? Boo?
Right.
Boo does that pretty often. I've been getting pretty good with BJ. He's been pretty consistent for me lately. There's just characters that do more,
Right.
In the field and get a single pretty often.
And have better chemistry because Bowser. I mean, how many players are you drafting that have chemistry with Bowser early that are really going to benefit you?
Right, not a lot.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, I only got 7 hours of sleep last night. That's super reasonable. I'm making a joke, but you can switch your positions on the next screen, Eric. And you can let Andrew work with his thing as well.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I have basically no experience with this game. Wait. Oh,
Hey man,
That's about to change.
that's about to change here today. 10-0'd in the first inning, maybe. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if I get the second pick, and my opponent picks Birdo, I'm picking Wario.
Really?
Yeah. I think, honestly, I think going something like my opponent picks Birdo first, and then I go Wario Yoshi.
Okay.
Something like that sounds really good.
Yeah.
To me, because you've already built half of the infield. The
You're pretty
power
much
infield.
getting everything that's hit hard left or right
Yeah.
side as a
Because
single
then the Birdo goes.
help him?
Yeah, of course. And then the Birdo goes, here, I'll take Bowser. Or, like, if they're not, like, super on the Bowser train, they're like, okay, I'll take DK, Boomerang Bro, PD, King Boo. And then you get any of the other good infielders. And then you're already going to have 3, like, solid infielders at that point.
Right.
Which I think gives a distinct advantage to the second pick when the second pick doesn't value Bowser.
Right.
And personally, I don't, so I think I get more advantage out of that second pick than some other people do, personally. But
That's
it's a thing to keep in mind.
Right. That's my whole thing with DK. I'm perfectly fine if someone can't hit with him, or if someone doesn't really value him as an infielder, like a shortstop or second baseman. That's fine. But I think if you are picking second, especially now with the 2-3, I guess method of picking, you should be valuing the fielding, because if you are taking 2 stud fielders with 1 really good star hitter, like a Wario, potentially like a Birdo if someone goes Bowser first,
Yeah.
you're just making your team that much better.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think someone picks Bowser and then I go Birdo Wario. My base is already stronger. You aren't going to get a good infield because a lot of the time the Bowser team is going to prioritize Boomerang Bro after that to capitalize on power hitters. And maybe that's just a flaw of people's current thinking with the Bowser team. But, I mean, if you go Bowser, they pick 2, that's not Boomerang Bro, and then you go Boomerang Bro, you haven't built an infield, and the Birdo player is up, and they're going to capitalize, and they're going to snag every character that can steal egg balls, so you can't do it anymore. We got a
star hit.
We got a Diddy star hit,
And that's gonna fall.
Yeah, and that's at least a double. Hit Y, and that's at least a double, and yeah, that's gonna stay.
I'm gonna say I do like Eric's B mashing.
Yeah, I heard it from here. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you hear the formal, I'm going to walk, and that guy says, too fucking bad.
Who was last game saying I'm gonna walk Bowser, and they were just moving away from the plate and swinging,
Jim.
and they hit a home, and he hit a home run?
Jim, yeah.
Is Jim one of the old gods?
Yeah.
Jim
Yes.
is? I thought so.
Yes.
I recognize the picture on the screen.
Yes, he is the only remaining old god at New Paltz.
Wow.
He's in the graduate program, the grad program. I think,
Is he in the Discord?
yes. He's not very active in it because he does like a lot of other things. So he's active in our Pokemon Draft League Discord. You ever draft Pokemon before?
No.
It's very interesting.
You guys were talking about something about a point value and not picking Tyranitar or Mega Tyranitar or something like that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, probably me and Nolan. Oh my God, she jumped right over the ball. Yeah, so they assign like points to every Pokemon, and you only have 1,100 points to spend, but you need to draft 11 Pokemon. So you need to like some are worth more than 100, some are worth less. So
Right.
you gotta like balance that out. So that draft just finished this weekend, and the first games are supposed to start like this weekend.
Okay. Who'd you pick?
Who did I pick? My first pick was Landorus T, who is a house, if you know him. How long do you play Pokemon, Dennis?
I stopped after Gen 3.
All right, I'll only say the ones you'll know then.
Okay.
We got a Mega Mawile.
Okay.
So, Mawile, but two of those big mouths.
Now,
on
what
the
does
head
Mega
instead of
mean?
one.
Is that like the new
Man,
thing?
it's been a hot minute.
Boy.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, so Megas, in the 6th generation, they were like, hey, instead of adding a lot of new Pokemon, why don't we just give Pokemon new forms? Which, for one, like, I'm out. I don't like that idea.
Right.
I like new Pokemon better. But Megas are pretty cool.
Okay.
So there's an item that they can hold, and they can transform into a Mega form where their stats get boosted, they get different abilities, and, like, a different design.
So it's not like they just randomly turn into Mega. Like, it's never been a thing. They have to have something in order for the... Okay, okay. At least that's written better
Yeah.
than just, there's 162 new Pokemon that we never found before. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but the Mega Evolution only lasts for a battle instead of, like, permanently, like regular evolution.
huh.
Oh, I still match?
Do we know how much the stats increase based off the Mega?
It depends on the Pokemon.
Okay, so like Charizard.
I thought that was only
Yeah, Charizard has a Mega, and
Okay.
he has 2 Megas actually, and the Mega Charizard Y, it's called. I think that one's special attack increases a lot, and then Mega Charizard X, its special defense. I'm sorry, attack, just regular attack increases a bunch, and it's just like it's different for every Pokemon. They can get new abilities. Like Mega Mawile got huge power, which just doubles its attack stat, and its base attack was already 110. So just like without any work, it could have like 500 attack power or something, probably higher.
Wow.
Which is a lot. So Megas are kind of ridiculous, and they stopped doing them in Gen 8, the newest generation, which is fine. I'm like okay with it.
So they
I
took
like
it back.
Megas, but I don't love it.
Dynamax is
I mean-
significantly worse.
Yeah, I mean the Dynamaxing sucks. But in this draft league, Dynamax doesn't exist, but Megas and Z Crystals still do. But we're playing with Gen 8 Pokemon. Ooh.
Okay.
And yeah, but who did I draft that you'll know? We got Gyarados.
Ooh, my
Yeah,
favorite.
Gyarados is pretty sick.
Now, are you old enough to know the myth that is Gyarados in the original game?
I mean,
You
which
wake up at
games?
Okay, the red and blue. Red and blue.
Okay.
So when I was in elementary school, there was a myth going around that if you wake up not wake up, let's say you're up, but when you're a kid, you're not up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But there was like a myth that if you are up at 3:45 in the morning, something like that, and you go to try to fish and catch a Gyarados, and you go in a certain pattern, it will be green. It will be a green, shiny Gyarados.
In red and blue.
In red and blue, and people swear by it. They will swear by it that it was a green, shiny Gyarados, and I never caught it. But the same people that were saying that were also saying that that broken character that glitched the game, Missing No,
Yeah.
or whatever it was one of the, it was built in like the same thing of the game.
Right.
But I never caught a green, shiny Gyarados. I don't know if there's a green Gyarados in the game now, or if that's the shiny Gyarados. It's shiny because shiny's red, right?
Yeah.
Shiny's
So
red.
gotta say, a couple things wrong with it. I mean, obviously it's a kid theory, like it happens. Like kids do shit like that all the time. Like when I was a kid, my neighbor used to tell me, he was like, yeah, after you beat like or after you complete the Pokedex, you can go back to the 8th gym in Fire Red and Leaf Green, and Team Rocket will take you up to space in a fucking rocket ship. And when you go into space, you can combine any 3 Pokemon into one Pokemon. And I was like, oh my god, I can combine Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres into uno, dos, tres. Or Arct Zapmolt. But yeah, I mean, Pokemon rumors were just rampant
Right.
as hell. So honestly, I bet you that someone did get a green Gyarados one time, because Red and Blue are some of the most broken games I've ever like heard of.
And we're not gonna get the Mercy this inning.
Yeah, no Mercy in the bottom of the first. You'd
Would
have
that-
to make me pop in Melee again.
Would that have been a
last
first?
week. For club?
No.
No. For like on screen,
Yes.
I would say. I think on screen that would be the first time that would have ever happened. But Gil definitely used to do that to no one all the time when they lived
Really?
together. Yeah. I mean, once you start getting on that roll, it's like, oh my god.
Charging with Donut, trying to get the legendary thing.
He doesn't know any, but what are you bunting for? Did you hold the B button? Oh.
That almost hit a home. That almost hit a ball in the backswing.
Oh yeah, that's a. I should have led on this, but the MLB is. Wait, did the MLB stop doing games?
Yeah.
So the MLB stops, but baseball club doesn't.
Does not stop.
We can't. On the way in the house, Andrew's mother took our temperatures, had us wash our hands, and sanitized our controllers for us. So we're honestly the safest place you could possibly be right now.
There's no place I would rather be than at baseball club.
Than at
Andrews.
fucking baseball club. That's right. Now,
Ooh.
why
Why
would
did someone
we...
use that song for a commercial? You know, it's like there's no place I'd rather be.
At baseball club.
Then Hotel Trivago.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I mean, might be too high. No, commercials want to be exciting. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You know, I'm sure there is. I don't really watch enough television. Eric's baseball brain did not come through there.
I have never played this game before.
No. It doesn't matter if you played the game before. Have you ever
And he's
played
bunting.
baseball in real life?
No, I haven't.
Not even T-ball?
Like,
Damn. The amount of people, I don't know, I guess we all grew up, is that just out? Fuck. I mean, I guess we all grew up pretty differently, but I played a bunch of sports as a kid, so I know like the general rules of most of them. Oh.
Alright. Good set.
I don't know what you want from me. I never played this before.
Oh, man. All right. So, Eric, pretty big loss there in the bottom of the second. Now, I want you to tell me, has this motivated you to come back to baseball club and play ever again?
I'm not really sure about that. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew is known to be the noob slayer. He's kind of a gatekeeper. He picks the Birdo team against someone who's never played the game before. And honestly, I just think that's shitty. You should have picked Diddy Kong or something. What do you have to say for yourself?
Eric scares me. He's beaten me at most video games I've ever played with him, so I didn't want to take any chances. He picked Bowser first, so clearly he knew something. Once I scooped up all the infielders, I was feeling pretty safe though.
Yeah, and safe you were, obviously. As we 10-0 with 12 hits in the bottom of the second. And now we're wrapping up pretty early here, so we're gonna do our.
We're not doing melee.
We're gonna
I'm
do.
ending the video.
I'm changing.